Nick speaking, and welcome to this new Necron Codex review for the Destroyers. Now I'm starting these reviews with the Destroyers, mainly because in the old Codex the Destroyer was your bread and butter unit. Long range guns, 36 inch, 3 shots, they could turbo boost, get collect cover saves, strength 6 shots. You know, they were really good. You needed more than one unit in the old codex so that you could have the will be backs, so if your unit died you could get up and join the other units. So these guys now in the new codex, a lot of people, including myself, think that they're pretty naff. I mean, now the guns, you only get 2 shots, they're only strength 5, they're only 24 inches. The guys now are jump packs, so they can only move to 12 inches, can't collect your cover saves, lots of bad things. Slightly cheaper in points, 10 points cheaper. So why am I doing this review then if they're so bad? Well, I think the thing is with these destroyers is you have to just forget everything that we know about them. You know, they're not the same unit, they are a different unit now. And they do actually have some good things now. They are AP3 guns, which is not to be sniffed at. Arguably, you could say, well, you know, there's so much cover around in 40k that AP3 is sort of useless, you know, what's the point? Well, that's a fair comment, but I've got a tactic for that, which I'll explain in a minute. But AP3 is their first good thing. The second thing is that you can upgrade up to 3 of these destroyers to heavy destroyers, which is still in a fast attacker slot. You can have these heavy destroyers where previously they were heavy support. Now what that does, by putting 1 or 2 in the group, it gives you a bit more of a layer to these guys. So now you have your 36 inch range, of which you can pop vehicles, strength 9, and you have your strength 5, AP3, 24 inch range. Obviously you can still move these guys 12 inches and shoot 24, so you sort of do have 36 inches on them. So that's one good benefit. Second benefit is with the new will be back and phase out rules, etc., you no longer have to have 2 of these units. 1 unit will be fine. Makes no difference, if you get wiped out they just die anyway, they can't get back up. So there's no need for a second unit, which means your other fast attack slots you can still use for your scarabs and your wraiths. So going back to the AP3, as I said, AP3 arguably you will actually get cover saves most of the time. So how are we going to help that? That's quite easy. This guy, Golden Boy. Well, actually you don't have to use Golden Boy, you can use the Nightbringer if you want to. Basically, this guy here, which is an elite choice now, you've got some nice powers for him. One of the biggest power is going to be the, I think it's called Writhing Landscape. But basically what it does, it turns every single piece of rough terrain into dangerous terrain for your opponents. That's quite big. I mean, that's the whole game until he dies, basically. So if the opponent goes onto the rough terrain, any ones, and they take a wound, single wounded obviously models just instantly taken off. And the good thing about that is they can't allocate the wounds. You know, if a power fist guy and a squad goes on and he rolls a 1, he's dead. So that's big. And what it will also do is hopefully encourage your Space Marine players to make a choice of cover and risk the 1s, or not in cover. And in that case you have your AP3 guns, which is just sitting there quite nicely. Now arguably the Deceiver, you know, he's going to get targeted quite quickly. I mean, 4 wounds, and he's got the 5+ invulnerable save, sorry, 4+ invulnerable save. You know, he could potentially go down quite quickly, only 1 round of shooting. And there's a couple of things that we're going to do to help that. First off, we're going to take the Stormlord, and we're going to use his Night Fight ability, put on Night Fight for hopefully 1 or 2 turns, potentially even have a cryptic for a Solar Pulse and have another turn of Night Fight. That should keep all these guys up, because hopefully you'll be at the back and your opponent's not going to be able to shoot you very easily. And the other thing that we're going to do as well, which is what I've been thinking about on how to use these guys, because I've got these destroyers in my army and I would like to use them. How about this? Stick the deceiver at the back of the unit, maybe even surround him. And now, line of sight rules, he is going to get a 50% in cover save. Give him the stealth special rule, which he can take as his other power, and now he can have -1 to cover save. He's got a 3+ save. I mean, you could even go to ground and have a 2+ cover save on him if you wanted to. Of course, these guys here being jump packs, as soon as the enemy gets close, they can move behind him, and then the Nightbringer, well, it could be a Nightbringer, or the Catan Shard could come forward, ready to assault. So lots of options there, and like I said, it's just trying to maybe think of these destroyers as a totally different unit to what they used to be. And I know they're going to be heavily competing for other fast attack slots, and that's fair enough. But if you're like me and you have lots of destroyers in your army already, and you'd like to use them, then hopefully it might be 1 or 2 ideas there for you to have a think about. So that's it, hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for watching.